Hey guys, Balkan Architect here, and in this week's Balkan Architect course, the Advanced Balkan Architect course, I'm going to be covering the topic of annotation for our office building project. So we're going to be doing annotation for our office building floor plan. Now, I'm not only going to be showing you how to use all of the basic annotation tools that come with Revit on a real-life project, I'm actually going to be showing you how to modify all of these annotation elements just to suit your maybe your particular style or design, and just to make everything fit in your project perfectly. Now I'm going to be showing you how to use all of the annotation tools, but also how to fix some problems that may come up with annotating. Now it's not always straightforward. Sometimes you are going to be running into problems, and in this office building we do run into some problems, and I just show you how to solve all of those problems. Now, for example, this building has a curtain wall facade pretty much everywhere, and curtain walls are a bit more difficult to annotate than regular walls. They are a bit more challenging, so I show you how to kind of go around that and finish the whole process. Now, if you want to get access to the full course, this is part 6, so that means this is the 6th hour of this course, and of course I will be doing more courses until we pretty much complete this building and do all of the project documentation necessary. Now, if you want to access the course, first a link in the description of this video takes you to my Patreon. There you can get access to this course as well as all of my other Advanced Balkan Architect courses. They are all over 1 hour long, and they cover numerous advanced Revit topics. Also, there you can find all of my Revit project files. So if that's something you're interested, check it out. First link in the description. Now let's move to my computer so I can show you what I cover in this week's part 6 of the office building in Revit course. So here, as you can see, this is the floor plan, and for the floor plan, first off we start by fixing a little problem here in the corner. There was a bad connection between these two walls. When you connect regular walls to curtain walls, they are notoriously difficult to connect properly, so I show you how to kind of go around that and fix that. Now after that we go straight into annotation, and first off I start with the spot elevation symbol. This is the symbol right here. I show you how to place the symbol, all of the functionality that comes with this annotation element, how to add a little plus sign, change the units, add a little M for meters, how to orient it properly on your project, and all of that. We place it here in the staircase and here on the terrace as well. Here on the terrace I show you how to change the fill pattern for the face of the stairs, just so you have a kind of a hatch that represents an open space here for the balcony. Then after that we move on straight into regular dimensions. So first I show you here for the exterior side how to place all of these annotations, how to properly place them, how to place them on this curtain wall facade, which is notoriously difficult to dimension. So I show you all of that, and later on we get into modifying the style of these dimensions so they suit your particular needs. I show you how to create these cool little dots instead of those regular architectural ticks. I think these look a bit better, and I just go in depth in the functionality of the dimension tool in Revit. After we finish that, we go on to the interior. Now here we do all of the interior annotations. I show you how to do them most efficiently, so it's all pretty much a couple of clicks to do these whole complex dimensions, and it's really quickly, you can really quickly finish pretty much the whole building and all of the annotation. Now after that I show you how to add all of the annotation for the stair. So first off here for the stair we have, as you can see, all of the tread numbers, so 1 2 3 4 5, and pretty much all through the other end of the staircase. So I show you how to add these, and these are not regular text, these are actually a parametric stair tread riser number annotation family. So I show you how to place it, modify it, and position it correctly. Also I show you how to get rid of that ugly zigzag line for the stair break, and I show you how to do these two clean lines. I think this stair now looks a lot better. Also, I show you how to do all of the tagging. So as you can see over here, we have all of the wall tags, we have the door tags and the window tags. It's all automatic, it all takes a couple of steps, and it's all parametric. And also I show you how to modify the grids and all of the built-in functionality that Revit offers us for the grids. How can you just easier modify them, place them, and change them if necessary. So that's what we're covering in this week's Advanced Balkan Architect course, part 6 of the office building project, and we're going from pretty much nothing to complete building documentation for this style of an office building, all within Revit. So if you're interested in something like this, first link in the description takes you to my Patreon. There, if you sign up for that, you will get access to all of my advanced courses. I have 34 hours of content out so far, and I'm bringing you another hour each week. So if you're interested, sign up for that. And of course, I'll be back with another regular Balkan Architect tutorial in a couple of days. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.